only thing that's free is your mind, but your body's trapped. You get me? Like you're not free, bro. Like, like trust me. Like after a while, I've got used to it because I've got no choice. Like, I have to be patient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my time will come. I know that for sure. But like until that time comes, I gotta make sure. Like it gives me time. Joe just gave me a time just to work on myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it actually for me, it slowed down everything for me to make me actually look at things from a different angle. Cause before I came Joe, I was everything was just going too fast. So now come Joe, like I clocked it. I mainly see the mistakes in it.
Yeah.
But Joe, man, it's not good, man. Cause it messes your head mentally as well, innit?
Yeah.
Cause Joe's a mental thing. It's not a physical thing, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like you see people in Joe like lose the mind, like when I mean they lose the mind, like these good people lose the mind, like in a click of a second, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not nice, innit? And this thing that man's seeing every day, basically. You know what I'm saying? And like see people's health deteriorating and like you're just like a lot of people are dying in here as well. Like it's like people are dying, literally killing themselves. And like Joe is the survival of the fittest, man. That's how it is. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's literally survival of the fittest, innit? Like people look for escapism. Some people's drugs, innit? And like mine is just training, like, and just reading books, innit? Cause I know that it's nothing better for man to do. Like I need to prepare myself, man. Cause this is not forever, innit?
Yeah. If you had time again, what would you tell your younger self?
You know what? I'll tell him just take time, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take time, man. Like, and just try and just don't move too fast, man. When you move too fast, like, just enjoy life, man.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, I told my little brother this as well. Like when I was in school as well, like the teachers always used to tell me in primary school, you're not gonna miss it when you leave school, innit? Like, I never got what they meant by that until I got older. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was quick to want to grow up and turn 18 and all these things and that, but when you turn that age and that, and you get a bit older, that's when the big responsibilities come, innit?
Yeah.
And you forget, like, you start to miss your innocent days, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just like, just take time and just enjoy life, man, cause you only live once, really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to just ask you, what you doing now? What are your hopes for the future?
Obviously, currently, right now, like I'm in the process of writing a book, innit?
Okay.
Obviously, I'm in the process of writing a book, and obviously, I'm looking to release like in a few years' time, innit? And obviously, it's basically about everything that I've been through, and just try and bring my experience to people, innit? To readers and that, just letting them know, man, the reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And obviously, naturally, these sort of things and that, I'll try and get involved in these sort of projects and that down the line as well. Of course, cause I need to make sure that people know the reality of things, innit?
Okay.
But nah, that and just trying to just live, man. Just live, just enjoy life, man. Just try and leave a different legacy, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like right now, I'm just trying to rebrand, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to rebrand, cause actually, I wouldn't say that I failed, but like I need to come at it different, innit? Cause what I was doing was not working clearly, innit? That's why I ended up here. So, and I need to come with something better, innit? Not only for me, but for my family as well. Cause actually, when you're doing this sentence, it's not only just you, innit? Your family's doing it with you, your friends are doing it with you.
Yeah.
And like it's not easy, you know what I'm saying? So actually, naturally, I can't disappoint them, but also myself as well, innit?
No, the comeback's gonna be greater than the setback.
No, 100 has to be, man. Cause like, in time, like, see life, like, you need to make mistakes, innit, in order to grow in it. That's how we grow as human beings, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you can't go without making. That's how we learn, innit? You have to make L's. You have to take L's in order to learn. You know what I'm trying to say? Cause if you don't, then you're just gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But nah, man. I'm remaining optimistic about the future right now. Cause I know that as much as Joe has been like it's took its toll on man to a certain extent. At the same time, it's been in a blessing. You know, I was chatting to Margaret about this the other day. Like, I see Joe, me coming to prison as a blessing and a curse at the same time, innit? Yeah. The blessing is being that of course, I've come to jail and I actually got to know myself, innit, and what I really like, and like I know what I stand for, you know what I'm saying, and I start to realize my purpose in life, innit. Before I never knew that, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like jail just gave me a chance to grow as a human being at times, innit. But at the same time, it's a curse because, like I said, I'm in jail because actually someone lost their life, you know what I'm saying, and I can't forget that. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's me being honest about the whole situation. Like, it's sad, innit? And that's something I've got to live with, innit? That's part of my legacy, if anything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, I just gotta try and just do good things, man. That's what I'm just trying to do, man. Just try and do positive things, really, man.
Let me ask you something, Jeffrey. Remember, you read me your introduction because you said you only did it last week.
Yeah.
Read it to people. Let them hear a little taste of how your book's going to be when you're finished.
Alright, cool. I ain't writing this book to express that I'm someone of importance. I merely write these words for them to be taken as not about motivation and words of encouragement, and for the need to keep striving to better ourselves every day. And also to let this book be of proof to you and myself that anything can be achieved no matter what circumstances we find ourselves in. The past 10 years of my life has been spent in prison, the place that's temporarily been a home to me since the age of 16. It's also the place that gave me the undeniable patience through my adversities to focus on the changes that I needed to make in order to make a well-needed transition from a lost and troubled adolescence to a man. No human being is perfect on this planet. We've all got our flaws and we've all made our mistakes along the course of our journey in this life. The mistakes there are some mistakes we can make amends for, and there's some we'll never be able to forget, or therefore will be a burden that we have to carry. Our past is also something we can no longer got control over, but just because we've got no control over it, now we have to let it govern us for the rest of our lives. We must not let our past mistakes define us as a person, because change is truly possible. But only if one firstly accepts that, because realistically no one could change us. The only person who could bring forth change is ourselves. After all, we are human beings, not leopards, so without a doubt, we could change our spots. But I also truly believe that it's extremely important that our past tribulations be served as a reminder to others who walk on these treacherous roads unaware or ignoring the realities which follows us closely in our shadows. Because there's greater consequences to follow on this path that me and so many others have walked, and a lot of people still walking. And sadly, the truth of the narrative of living this gang lifestyle ends the same. It goes three ways: you either get yourself killed, or after going through a few dramatic events, plus the misuse of drugs, your mental health starts to deteriorate to the point where you become a shadow of the person you once was. Or you could easily find yourself in the wing with a murder charge and a life sentence on your back. And as I write this, that's the exact predicament I personally find myself in right now. So everything I'm about to unveil to you in these chapters is the whole truth, the truth, nothing but the truth, with no fabrication whatsoever. In doing so, I hope my attempt to bring you this book brings great benefits to everyone whose hands this book passes through, regardless of if you find yourself in the same confinements that I find myself in today, or you're just a person with ordinary life.
Excellent. I'm sure you've stunned a few people. Any more questions before we?
I'm gonna open the floor for questions, if that's okay with you.
No problem, man.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions that they want to ask? If so, you can unmute yourself or raise your hand, or if you don't feel comfortable asking, you can just leave it in the chat and I'll read it out.
Yeah, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to, first of all, I want to commend you for coming on here. I want to say as a mother that I commend you for taking your responsibility for your actions. And, you know, it's a blessing to hear you giving back, first of all, for your own identity, for who you are, but secondly, to a community. And so that's powerful in itself. The second thing is, what is the book called? What's the title of the book?
I'm going to call it Life After Life.
Life After Life.
Yeah.
Excellent. And what the third thing was in your journey, while you were reflecting, did you get any signs to stop or to turn around? Was any signs given to you to say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do this, or to change your mind? Were there any times like that you reflect and remember that was happening?
Yeah, like there's been times when, like, I can't lie, I've had like near death experiences, innit? like before I come to prison, innit? And like I just like when I was sitting in prison, it just made me wonder, innit? And I'm like, you know what? Like I'm actually lucky. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like, you know what? Like I must be here for a reason. Like 'cause some of my friends and like they're dead, innit? And some people are just not the same no more. So like I just felt like, you know what? It was not really my time to really leave this life, innit? So like I must be here for a purpose, innit? Like, and I have to take this chance, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like there's other people. There's not only just me just doing this time as well. There's other people. There's probably thousands that are my age that have been in jail from younger and that. But like, like you got a chance, innit? You got a chance to actually come out and do something with your life, innit? So like there's people that's got 30 years and they're only 30. I come jail when I was 16 and I got 18. Even though that's harsh, there's still life after that. That's why I had to call it life after life, because there is life after life. You know what I'm saying? But like that's my take on it, really. To be honest.
Great. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, man.
Yeah. Can I ask everyone to put their cameras on, please? Because it's only our guest speaker really that should have his camera off, because he can't have it on. But it'd be nice to see everyone's face and sort of like interact with everyone. I don't know if anyone else has got a question for our guest speaker.
All right. Angifunile idobhe. Ngithi angifunile idobhe lami nxa elingenisile hayi.
Anybody else got a question?
Can I jump in, Pastor Margaret?
And then Joan. Yeah, go on.
No, you can go.
Okay. No, I also wanted to make first of all the same comment that Paula made, that it's really not the mothers, because normally with these cases you hear people saying it's the parents, but I was really comforted and really want to commend you for saying the parents don't know what the children are doing outside, because I mean, it took I only found out years later how young my son was when he started smoking weed and things like that. So it's nice to take ownership of that. And then the question I have is, when you see young people, I have no idea what prison is like, but do you get to see young people who are coming as young as you were when you came in? And do you get the opportunity to advise them there, to say if you get a chance to go out, go straight, or is there no platform to do that within a prison setting?
Yeah, no, I always do that. Like, you see me, I'm a helpful guy, so when I see people going through, going on the same journey that I'm on right now, I just try and just give them what helps me in it. And like I said, like coming Joe, like I gave me a chance to self-educate myself. And that's why I feel like a lot of kids these days and that, like they're missing out on it, like education. So obviously, like it gave me time to educate myself. Like let's say reading and like when you got knowledge, it improves your life, innit? Like mentally and physically. So like that, I just try and show them like just study, man. That's the best thing you can do. Just study, innit? And you could never have enough knowledge. Like there's always room for more, innit? So just keep like once you got that. Like knowledge is power, and you'll be good in it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, man.
If it's okay, I had a question. So you said how you got to prison at a very young age, and as the other lovely ladies were saying, you take responsibility for where you ended up. You know, you don't blame your parents and so on. But do you think there was other influences that that kind of influenced you to end up in prison, or do you think it was just solely your choice? You did certain things. You don't think there was any external factors that contributed to the decisions you made when you were younger?
No, of course. Obviously, like at times, obviously, there's people could say that like there's peer pressure or whatnot. But me personally, I feel like every person is responsible for their own actions, isn't it? Whether it's through peer pressure or whatnot, like people, at the end of the day, you gotta take responsibility because you're the one that done it. You know what I'm saying? Even though people influenced you or whatnot, like you done it. So for me, I had to take that on board and just let it be. Basically, like just accept it, really, man. Cause like there's not much I I could really do. You know what I'm saying? To be honest.
Lovely, thank you.
Joan, do you have a question?
Yeah, I'd just like to agree. I just want to commend this young man for just being a man and taking responsibility for all that he has done. And that is just what a lot of people don't do, inside or outside of prison. So I just want to commend him for he's not wasted his time there. It's not a pleasant place to be, but he's not allowed that prison to imprison his mind. So he's decided to, use the brain that God gave him. God gave you, and you're actually working because your brain's a muscle. And like you said, the more knowledge you have, you're amassing that knowledge. And I can only see that God is going to use you for good things. Yes, it's not good how you got there or what you got there. However, you've decided not to let that be the end of you, which I just think is just wonderful. I mean, what I would like to ask as well, because you said that you were excluded when you were in year 7. I just wanted to know what in your mind was occurring, why you feel that you were excluded at year 7. Do you think that you needed to have been excluded at year 7, or could it have been avoided?
It could have been avoided. It could have definitely been avoided. I think for me, I grew up even though I was born in this country, I spent a few years in Ghana. I'm originally from both my parents from Ghana, so I went to school abroad, innit? So when I went to school abroad, like the treatment over there was totally different. Like you used to get whipped and things like that. So when I came back to England, I felt free, innit? I felt like, hold on, they don't punish me like they do over there. So I felt like it was easier to rebel, innit? If anything, you know what I'm trying to say? And like I just felt like I just felt free, man. And like I just took it for granted, to be honest. That's the point at the end of it, really. I took everything for granted, man. See, back to what that woman was saying before about your friends and whatnot. Actually, at times, it's true what they're saying. Like, actually, bad company corrupts man, innit?
Mm-hmm.
It's truth, innit? Like, but you just gotta know who your friends are. Like, if you're around good people and you're around people that are positive all the time, innit? It's an energy thing. It affects you, innit? So naturally, you want to do good as well. If you're around smart people, naturally you want to be smart as well. Cause you can't chat to them if you can't have intellectual conversation with them if you're not on that same level as them. So naturally, it makes you want to improve, innit? So if you're around people that want to do negative things all the time, naturally that you want to do negative things all the time as well, innit? Like that's how I see it, man. You just need to be around people that you know that it's beneficial to your life and beneficial to your growth, innit?
Yeah. And unfortunately, you didn't feel that you had that at that young age.
I didn't really have that because, like, actually, my mum, she done a lot, and she had to work 2 jobs, and she, like I said, she didn't really know what I was getting up to, and like when she's gone work, I'm at home really because I can't go to school. I've been kicked out, and I'll just be bored, and I wouldn't know what to do, so I just go roaming around the streets and things like that, innit? But like people did try like to intervene and try and help me and try and give me some guidance and that, but by then I thought it was too late. I felt like before, like by then, like the streets has already got hold of me, innit? And I was enticed already from by the streets already, so I just felt like it was hard to pull away, innit? But I was new, like.
Okay. Can I just ask you?
More.
You go. Sorry, finish. Yeah. I just wanted to ask, because you said that you were enticed by the streets. I want to know, what is it that enticed you? What is it, or who was it, or who were they that you thought were enticing you, and for what reason?
Right. I think that what comes with sugarcoating it, like there's that glamour, if I should saying it, from that comes with the gang lifestyle, innit? But after a while, that's just one side of it. That's just one side of it. Obviously, like the girls, the money, and things like that. Then the other side of it, where people don't really see sometimes, is obviously like the tragic things that go on and that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the drugs and that kind of just contributed to what I was really, like the choices that I was making. To be honest with you, you know. Yeah, and it got to a point. To be honest with you, I got to a point where in my life where I felt like I was just too far gone to pull back in it. I was just too far gone to pull back, and I just thought, you know what, there's nothing I could do but just go forward in it and just keep getting myself into.
But then, did you feel hopeless at that time? Did you feel hopeless?
Yeah, I felt hope. I felt like I had nothing. Like some of my friends, like the footballers, and like they wanted to do football. Like me personally, like my journey, I don't. I felt like I had nothing, and I just felt like I was getting nicked all the time. Obviously, I've been on tag twice. Like since like I was like the first time I went on tag was probably like 14, 13. So like I don't know, man. I was lost, man. I was truly lost, man. I can't even lie. Like it just hurts me to admit that, but obviously now I'm alright with it. Cause I know that I've become a better person in it. But like I was lost, man. I was truly lost still.
Well, I just want to commend you. I think it's just wonderful, and I would look forward to meeting you when you come out.
Sorry for being a bit nervous right now. You know, it's the first time I've really done this sort of thing, so I'm just trying to get used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's very polished. I look forward to meeting you.
Joel,
thank you, man.
Joel, I want to thank you for the questions and for your contribution. I want to ask, is there anyone else that has any questions they want to ask? Just anyone?
I just want to say thank you to our guest for taking the time to come and share his life story with us.
Connection. Yeah.
Said you come from Newham?
Yeah.
Hello, are you still there?
Mother, it's the connection or not?
Oh, well, is it me?
Yes, the connection. It's the connection.
Do I need to move?
Oh, we can hear you now.
We can hear you.
Yeah, because I was saying, you mentioned that you live, you're from Newham.
Yeah.
I work in Newham myself, pupil referral unit. I'm sure you know Tanmash.
Yeah, I know Tanmash.
Yeah, I've been working there for nearly 20 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, and why I'm saying
I went to Tanmash a few times.
Did you? Which years?
I went there like probably 2009, 2009, like 08. Cause actually I used to go to New Canheen, then I went to the one, the Peru behind Upton Park Market.
Oh yeah,
the one.
Yeah, I think it's closed now.
That woman Debbie.
Oh, but did you actually come? Did you come to Tanmash?
Yeah, I've done like 2-3 days there before. I remember sometimes they used to move us around there.
Oh, just 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. I've worked there for a very long time, and we have lost so many young people. You know some of them.
Yeah.
And yeah. I'm so happy to hear your voice and that I know it will sound